Hi, I'm Cooper Anderson, and welcome to the 2014 King's College Student Body President election season. Tonight we're going to be discussing our three candidates for the election on Tuesday, and on my sides I have two great individuals. On here we have Stephen Colbb.
Hi, I'm Steve Colbb, and I'm author of best-selling book Politicians' Moms. Did they spank them?
Alright, now on the other side we have Jonathan Steinbrenner, renowned author.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Steinbrenner. I went to Harvard, and I've written 0 books.
Okay, now, what are your guys' kind of thoughts right out the gate? Your opinions of these three candidates, what you see in them at face value?
Steinbrenner, why don't you take this one?
I'd love to. Last night, I passed out in a Canadian bar in Harlem. Woke up this morning, maple leaf tattooed on my right butt cheek. I'm taking Sweezy. Hashtag Squeeze the day.
Alright, I gotta disagree with you there. Alright, when the voters get to the polls on Tuesday, they're gonna be thinking one thing. Vote for Maxine Paletta! Hey! Vote
Alright,
for Maxine.
okay, we've heard it 100,000 times. No more. No more. You know what? Who we talking about next? Johnny Lyle? Yes. Who is he? Who is he, I ask? He's a Cleveland Browns fan. Cleveland Browns fan. I'm from Ohio. I don't even like them. They're horrible. Horrible. But you know what? That's okay. I forgive you, Johnny. I'm taking Johnny Lyle.
Alright, let's look at the social media campaigning so far, as that's been a kind of integral part of this entire campaign of each of the three candidates. What do you guys think about what's been posted on the Twitter and Facebook?
Alright, well, hashtag elect the best. I think it's a little out of context, but it's a pretty good hashtag. But far and away, best hashtag is hashtag squeeze the day.
I'd have to completely disagree. Out of context is wrong. She came up with the hashtag elect the best. Who is she talking about? Answer the question yourself. Hashtag, best hashtag, Johnny Lyle. Hashtag Johnny Lyle SBP. Simple,
No,
persuasive.
alright, I
All
gotta
you need.
disagree with you there. Steinbrenner, first of all, it's hashtag vote for Johnny. I had to write it down because it is so boring and so bland that I could not remember it. I mean, I thought you had MCA friends, Johnny. What is this? Come on, you gotta be kidding me.
I agree. Hashtag squeeze the day. The best.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we've reached a consensus on that one. Now, what's the breakdown of each of these candidates? What are your opinions on each of the two?
Alright, well, there are 3 candidates. Cooper, sorry about that. But
Sweet.
Lucinda.
Yeah.
I think her platform might be a little too specific. At least that's the critique that people have. But honestly, I gotta disagree with that. I think she has a great platform, and specificity is what we want. So,
Completely disagree. Completely disagree with you again. Cobbles, you're wrong.
Don't call me
you know
Cobbles.
what? Whatever you want. Anyways, QE1 president, great record. Alumni relations, career development. When you graduate and you're 28, who are you going to be thanking for your Goldman Sachs job? Sweezy.
Alright,
Sweezy.
let's talk about Johnny
Yeah,
for a
let's
second. Alright, let's talk about Maxine for a second. Alright,
ahead. Please.
Maxine, I think she just needs to stick to her guns. She's a down-to-earth girl. She's very relatable, and she has done a phenomenal job as the events director, so she just needs to stick to her guns, and that's what's going to win her this election.
You know what? Disagree. I disagree. Student services. She knows the ins and outs of the school. She knows the good cabinet under SBP. She's ready to take the job, and she's only going to get better.
You know what? All right, let's talk about Johnny for a second here.
Yeah,
I think we need to address the Ronald in the room, and I'm not talking about Ronald McDonald. I'm talking about Ronald Reagan.
You would bring
Yes,
that up.
yes, he. Yes.
Come on.
All right, Steinbrenner, you
Enough
cannot
you
disagree
have.
with me
All
on
right,
this one. He
Let's hear
is
it.
in the House of
Whatever you
Reagan,
have.
and you know what? I don't understand why people think that's a critique. Nobody can fault him for being so gung-ho about the House of Reagan. Nobody faults Sean Spurlock for being so gung-ho
True.
about the House
That's
of
true.
Churchill.
Okay, that's
so he is doing a great job with Reagan, and that's his job. So you know what? I think it's a strength.
I may or may not disagree with you on this one, Cobbles. I'll be honest. But you know what? He's a business major. That's what he knows.
He's a PPE major, Steinbrenner.
Okay.
Check your facts.
You're a liar.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's irrelevant, okay? He's a business major. He will get the job done. I'm voting Johnny for president.
Alright, now, what are your guys' predictions for what the turnout's going to be on Tuesday, and who's going to be our student body president next Wednesday?
It's a great question, Cooper. Thank you for asking.
I'll take it away. All right. So, you know what I got? 3-way tie.
A
That's the final
3-way tie.
prediction.
You have got to be
Final
kidding
prediction.
me. No, absolutely not. All right, this is going to be a landslide, ladies and gentlemen. There is no doubt about it in my mind. Listen to me here. It is going to be an absolute landslide, and when we leave the polls on Tuesday, there is going to be a three-way tie for the presidency. Every
Okay.
voter.
You're wrong.
Every.
You know what?
You're wrong.
All right,
No.
thank you for tonight.
You're wrong.
I'd like to thank you all for watching this evening.
Get
this
out
has
and
been
vote.
very informative.
Follow
in terms
me
of looking
on
at,
Twitter.
you know, who's
And
going to
don't
please
follow
my
him on Twitter.
politicians' moms.
I'd like to
Did
say
they
that
spank them?
You wrote that book.
Yeah, I wrote
My
that book.
mother
She's
is
the
a
best-selling
humble
author.
woman.
Thank
I
you.
was
She
at
is
Yale
not a cheater,
University.
and she is
Yale
honest.
University. Your mother was a
and have a great night.